If you're looking to build that God Squad to get the leg up on your competition, check out my new sponsor MutCoins Express on Twitter to get the fastest and cheapest MUT coins available. Use code WIZARD to get 10% off your order. What's going on, everyone? Wizard of Waz here, bringing you another Madden 20 video, and today we're going to continue our ranking list. We're going position by position, ranking the top 10 in my opinion, throwing a few honorable mentions in there and whatnot. And today we're going to be doing the cornerbacks. We've already done quarterbacks and wide receivers, so if you missed those two, go back and watch them just to see what you think. If you disagree with me, let me know. But today we're going to be covering cornerbacks, and also today we're going to be getting the rookie premiere promo. I'm not covering that at all in this video. If y'all would like me to make a video on that, maybe this weekend, let me know down below, and I guess I can rank the rookie premiere cards. Unfortunately, if y'all don't know, rookie premiere is typically, not always I think, but typically it is the last promo that EA does in Madden. So I don't know if this spells the end of Madden or if we might have more going forward. Hopefully we have more going forward, because it's going to be a while until we have Madden 21, about 2.5 months. So hopefully we get more content going forward, but if we don't, then the rookie premiere, we at least have this. This is something to take up our time for now. Just before we get into this video, I did a giveaway 2 videos ago, and I want to announce I pulled a winner. It is Devin Hollins. He's getting the 98 overall Ted Hendricks. That's who he picked. I opened the Fan Appreciation 2 bundle, and I was giving away my best card. That was it. I did pull an 88 Khalil Mack coin card in that, and I quick sold that, but I realized they actually changed that this year. You can't actually trade cards and then quick sell them, just so y'all know. So even though I tried to kind of steal that, it wasn't stealing, because you can't trade them anyway. Man, I'll tell y'all what, I've got a quarantine haircut, and I'm not even quarantined anymore. I'm just lazy, but this thing's getting long. It's getting mullety in the back. I definitely need to cut it, but just haven't had the time to do it. I'll do it at some point. But anyway, let's get into this list. Our honorable mention, first one we have here is going to be Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year, got the NFL Honors card. Very good card. Well, it's a very good card. He's just outside of the top 10 in cornerbacks. Even when he came out, there were already some better cornerbacks in the game. Still a good card overall. I mean, they're all cheap now. You can get them for $38,000, so if you want a decent one, pick him up. Our next honorable mention is going to be Aqib Talib, who right here is only the 90 flashbacks card, but he did get a power-up expansion recently. I think he goes up to a 98 overall with the power-up expansion, so also a very good card. Just looking at his flashback here, obviously this isn't going to compare to all of them, but Aqib Talib, one of his issues is his speed isn't top tier, so even if you boost that up, I think he has 92 or 93 speed when you boost him up to a 98. So, you know, not bad, but at this point in the year, you really want someone who's got 97, 98, or definitely 99 speed. 88 Excel, I mean, that's fine, but again, he's just kind of lacking that top end speed, which is very, very important for cornerbacks this time of year. So coming in at number 10 is going to be Mel Blount. I actually couldn't find him on the auction house, which is very, very weird because he's just an Ultimate Legend right now. But he is going to be number 10. He is a very, very physical slot corner. He's good in the run defense. He's a hard hitter and all that. His man coverage, I don't think I can actually see it on here. I tried to power him up all the way. I do have him on my team as like my 5th cornerback or whatever. His zone and man coverage is lacking a little bit. You can put universal coverage on him or something like that. Again, all of these cornerbacks are going to be very good. These are the top 10, and we're in the end game pretty much of Madden. So these are all going to be good guys. I'm not saying to don't put any of them on your team. These are just my personal rankings, of course, so let me know down below if you disagree with them. But Mel Blount's a good option if you like to be more physical with your cornerbacks. Just at this point in the year, with all the speedy receivers, he tends to get beat sometimes deep. Moving on up to number 9 is going to be Jeff Okudah, who is a newcomer to the NFL, just got drafted. He's going to be potentially a very, very good card next year, and he actually is a rookie premier. So, but if we look at his stats here, he has really good speed and acceleration. All of his just athletic stats are good. Very good man coverage, very good press. His zone coverage does lack a bit. His biggest issue, though, is that he doesn't have a power-up, so he doesn't get physical Kims or anything like that, and you could boost him up to a 99 with a power-up, but unfortunately, they didn't give any of the draft players power-ups, so that kind of sucks. I did forget to mention at the beginning of this, but of course, golden tickets are going to be excluded from this list. Golden tickets are going to be at the top of the list at all of these position groups, so we're just excluding them from these lists so we don't just bump out a couple more. But at number 8 is going to be Jalen Ramsey. So looking at his stats, he has very, very good stats. He's one of the top guys. Again, all these guys can go into a power-up, so it will boost all their stats up by 1, and then you can them up further than that. So you can actually get him up to 98 speed without a theme team, which is pretty much all you need. 98, 99, not much difference there. 98 man coverage, 96 zone. All of his pass defense stats are really good. His biggest issue is going to be in the run defense. He kind of gets pushed around, and kind of like someone later in this list, like whenever he's one-on-one to go make a tackle, I'm very nervous that he's either going to get trucked, just miss the tackle or something like that. So he's definitely a liability in the run game. At number 7 is going to be Patrick Peterson, and I almost won't put him higher in this list. I kept him a little bit lower, but honestly, his cards always play above their stats. Very, very good. So 95 speed, 95 excel. His zone coverage is a little low. Man coverage isn't quite where I would want it to be, 96 press. So his stats are actually a little bit lower than where Jalen Ramsey's were, at least across the board. He does play a little bit better against the run, though, than Jalen Ramsey does, so that bumps him up. And like I said, he always just plays above his stats. Even if he's a 97, he plays like he's a 99. All of his cards are always very good. One of the best cornerbacks in the league in general. Honestly, he probably needs a 99 in the game. I hope they give it to him. Of course, you can power this one up to a 98 and boost all those stats up a little bit, but definitely one of the better cornerbacks in the game every year. So at number 6, just outside of the top 5, is going to be primetime himself, Deion Sanders. This is probably the most athletic card in the game. He might get an upgrade. He might get an ultimate legend that gets him to a 99, and that will boost him up this list a little bit. So we'll see if that happens in the future, but just looking at his athletic set, speed, acceleration, agility, there's almost no one that can match him there, especially defensively. On top of all that, he's one of the best returners in the game. So if you're looking for a DB that you want to use in another position too, he's definitely one to think about because he's one of the best returners in the game. Now, Deion Sanders' biggest issue, just like I was saying with Jalen Ramsey, and this keeps him out of the top 5 in my opinion, the dude is garbage in press. And any kind of run defense, whenever he's tackling the guy one-on-one, or even it's like a catch and they run with it, I'm always worried that he's just going to get thrown off the ball carrier. He feels like he just ankle tackles people, and that's all he can do. Not a very good tackler, but very, very good in pass defense. So now in the top 5, we're going to go with Willie Brown here, who's going to be another really physical cornerback. There's a lot of cornerbacks. You basically have 2 types. You have the really athletic types that'll fly around the field, make all kinds of crazy plays and all that, but they're not really always great against the tackle just because they're faster, quicker guys. Then you have guys like Willie Brown that are more physical, hard hitter, got 96 press, 96 zone, 96 man coverage. He kind of lacks that top end speed. You see 94 speed there, but you can get up to a 98, which isn't bad. 93 excel kind of sucks though, and that 92 agility is kind of important because he doesn't move around the field as well as someone with higher agility would. But like I said, he can really lay the boom. He can knock that ball loose. He's a really hard hitter. So definitely someone that, again, if you're playing more of a physical style with your cornerbacks, someone that I consider picking up. At number 4 is going to be Byron Jones. If y'all watched my last money-making video, y'all know I've been selling him a lot, building him. But he is very, very good as a cornerback. One of the best cornerbacks in the game. Makes very crazy plays. Obviously, you can see his man coverage there is a little bit low, so that's his biggest weakness. Zone coverage and press are great, though, so just don't put him in man coverage. If somebody's not good in man coverage, then audible that I'm out of man coverage, put them in zone. If somebody is bad in zone coverage, then put them in man coverage. Just, flip-flop it around. You got to cater your defense to your players. Now, he's not very good at man coverage, so I don't put him in man coverage. I put him in zone. But overall, he's very athletic. You can get him up to a 99 speed, no problem. 97 excel, you can get that to a 99. Agility, again, he moves around the field. Agility is kind of an underrated stat, in my opinion. It's very important for, moving around the field, just mobility in general. Again, he's one of these more athletic guys, so one of his biggest weaknesses is going to be in the run defense, getting off the block and getting to tackle. One of those dudes, he can just miss a tackle at any time. You never really know him. You want to have 2 people tackling the guy if it's going to be Byron Jones, Deion Sanders, or Jalen Ramsey, one of those guys. So number 3 and number 2 are very similar cards. There's one thing that puts 2 just above number 3, but number 3 here is going to be Charles Tillman, and he does have the power up expansion, so he goes up to a 99 now, actually. Again, one of these physical corners, you can see that he doesn't have that top end speed, but he more than makes up for it with his physicalities. So he's going to be one of the more physical corners. Again, this is his 94 card. Imagine this is a 99, and that's what his card is at. He's actually has very good speed, very good excel. His press is a little bit low, but he's very, very physical. He's one of those guys that will force a fumble, makes tackles every time. He's very, very good in pass defense all around, especially in zone. If you throw him in zone, I believe it's 99 on his 99 overall card, or very close to it. You can him up to that. Very good card. One of the best cornerbacks in the game. Very physical as well, which is nice to have in your backfield. At number 2 is still one of the most expensive cards in the game, and that is Night Train Lane. There's one reason that really sets him apart from Charles Tillman, but like I was saying, he's very similar to Charles Tillman. You can see he's got that 95 speed. When you power him up, you can that up to a 98. You can get him up in pretty much everything you need. Man coverage is a little bit low, just like Tillman. Zone coverage is good. Press is good. Very hard hitter. Will force fumble. If y'all have played against this card, you'll know that he'll knock the ball out, especially if you're playing against him like a month ago or so when he came out and he was just one of the best cards in the game. But the thing that really sets him apart from Charles Tillman is that he gets every team chemistry in the game because he's the theme diamond master. So if you are building a theme team, then Night Train Lane can actually go on your team regardless of whether he actually played for your team or not, because he's that theme diamond master. And coming in at the number 1 spot is going to be Champ Bailey here. Now, he is probably the most athletic card. You know, I was saying Dion is one of the most. He is probably the most athletic card. If Dion gets an upgrade, he will surpass him. But 97 speed, this is before his power up. He goes into the power up, so he gets 98 speed, 98 excel, 99 agility, everything, like almost 99s across the board. Press is a little bit low, but if you'll remember for Dion, one of his biggest issues was his press was low. His is 93. You can boost that to a 94. You can even get that a little bit higher with Ken. Just like I was saying with these really athletic cornerbacks, they do have weaknesses against the run and tackling. Champ Bailey is no exception to that, but he is going to be a freak athlete. He makes all kinds of crazy grabs and interceptions. Definitely someone that you're going to have in your backfield, and I think he's better than every other cornerback on this list as of right now. So that is my top 10 list. Let me know what you think below, and if you disagree with me, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. This list, of course, could change if we have more cards come out. I don't think any of the rookie premier cards are going to change my list. Again, if y'all want me to review those rookie premier cards, maybe recommend which ones you should go for, then let me know down in the comments below. Hit me up on Twitter or whatever. Maybe I'll do one of those this weekend. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one.